Make sure everything's good. Okay. I think we're okay. How's it going, everybody? Yeah, today we're checking out some new tools here. All right. Grab this. We're having trouble streaming to Facebook. Maybe an issue because Facebook and all right, we're just going to remove that. That's fine. Remove it. Okay. Probably because I'm currently streaming on Facebook here. Really want to start to get doing this? Doing what? Doing reviews or 3D printing? What you talking about? All right. I'm going to make sure that hopefully going to have our good sip here. Then we'll get ready in about 3 minutes here. We have Facebook, no good. I mean, I'm streaming on Facebook too. We're on TikTok, we're on Facebook, we're on Twitch. We're also on YouTube. So Twitch is on there. I'm hoping that YouTube's working. Let's double check. Check, check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2. I hope that you guys can hear me. Let me know if you guys can hear me in YouTube land. What's up, Vincent? How's it going? Yeah, so today we're checking out the Xtool F1. Just making sure that we're good here on YouTube land, and then we'll get ready to rock and roll. Okay. Yeah, so this is actually my first intro to lasers. So we'll see how this goes. It'll be very interesting. Check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, cool. All right. Yeah, sorry. I originally had this live stream for like an hour and a half earlier, but eventually like to print parts. Gotcha. Yeah, well, I also do a lot of 3D printing here, from anything to, miniature models to prototype parts to, I mean, you really name it, I'd probably printed it. I've even printed teeth before, so. Sorry. But yeah, so, all right, we'll give it 4 more minutes, and then we'll get going here. But I think what we need to do is bring this out just a little bit. It's a little too close. Or we need to bring it up, actually. That's what we need to do. There we go. That's muy bien. All right. That's better. Muy gusto. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Don't forget to share this out. What's up, man? Coming back to the Rocky Mountain Rep Rap Fest this year. So as of right now, everything's kind of in limbo with the Rocky Mountain Rep Rap Fest. If you guys didn't know, I recently lost my job about 2 weeks ago now, this Friday, and it's basically layoffs. It happens. So I still need to pay for my hotel room. That's really the only thing that has to be taken care of. Other than that, everything else is taken care of already because I kind of knew well ahead of time that was going to happen. So I tried to get as much completed as I possibly could. There are some people working behind the scenes to possibly help me out with getting the funds together for a hotel. I have one reserved. I just need to pay for it. I'm not someone who likes to reach out and say, hey, can you guys help me out? If you guys are wanting to, that'd be great. But I'm not that type of person. So I don't know. I just always felt weird doing that. So anyway, but it is still on the books for right now. For sure, I am definitely going to Murph because that's close to me, so I can just drive. But Murph is still kind of up in the air, but I'm hoping that we're gonna be going. So, what's up, Tripod? How's it going, man? Hopefully, you can hear me loud and clear. I have the DJI mic on. I enjoyed your talks last year. Also was laid off my job on December 6th. I hear ya. Now, I have had some prospects lately, but, I mean, they're kind of going nowhere. So, all right. So, it is 8:10. Let's get this ball on the roll. Or roll, whatever. You guys understand. So, let's... All right, so we're going to start with unboxing the F1. This is a new laser. Well, it's not new, but it's new to me. I've never done lasers before, so this is my first one. Yeah, this will be really, really cool. I specifically said okay to this because normally I'm not a big laser person. I'm probably not going to use it as much as I think I would. But this one specifically was always catching my eye because the size of it is very compact. And I wanted it for very specific usages. And they kind of ticked all the boxes. And the company reached out and was like, hey, we want to work with you on this. Perfectly fine, no problem. And so, yeah, so here we are. So, yeah, let's get everything going. Sound is good. Okay. You know a little bit about lasers? I would hope so. All right. So, without further ado, let's get this going on. Make sure safety first. You guys always open up your boxes and cut them away from you because just like that, you can see it kind of got caught a little bit there. You definitely don't want to be putting that into your chest. You don't want to be losing any limbs. And just for the heck of it, we're gonna pre-open this one too, just so we could get this knife out of here. So I'm not a big fan of having kniffen flubens around here. All right. So, just a word of advice. I did already download the Xtool app for this. I have not gone into it. I've just kind of like browsed, I should say. What I mean go into it is I've never actually like put anything into it to take a look and see how it actually all works. I just kind of, browse their application a little bit. So, all right, let's go ahead and take a look and see what we got in the box here. We got a box. So just FYI, these two came in a box, which there was boxes inside that box, and apparently there's a box inside of this box. So now we get to take this out, or at least try to. Oh, that came out actually pretty smooth. And that's perfect because I actually needed a box. So. All right. I don't think I need anything to open this because there's a nice little pull tab here. Aha. All right, so right out of the gate, we have a nice, wow, that's a thick manual, man, or instruction booklet, whatever it is. I'm guessing this is in multiple languages, hence why it's so huge, average. But yeah, nice little user manual. Looks like it's in about 4 or 5 different languages. We'll put that off to the side for the time being. We have an access control key. So this is for something, maybe to use it. I'm not sure. Looks like a cleaning cloth. And then we have the nice little box here. Nicely packaged with some nice foam inserts, not the cheap foam that you see. So we have 1 box, 2 box, 3 box, and 4 box. And the piece de resistance. And this is exactly why I was okay with this, because this is the laser. This is all of it in its glory. Super, super small, super compact, so I don't really have to worry about anything. I see there is a emergency stop button on the left side here. This one is probably just to make it go. Looks like we have USB-C, and not really sure what input that is. It's different. Might be proprietary or something like that, but yeah, looks kind of nice. All right, let's see what's in these boxes here. I'm guessing these are like all of the tools and stuff like that come with it in most of these boxes. So we have a USB-C, we have a general power cord. So it looks like this does have a power pack system, which I guess it's fine. It keeps with the compactness. So let's see. We have a 24 volts at 5 amps. So it doesn't take too much power, actually. That's kind of nice. I'd like that. That's very, very simple, very, very easy to manage there in terms of power wise. All right, let's see here. So we have our hose. Looks like the USB that they were talking about. We'll put that off to the side so we know exactly where and what that is. And like I said, some extra stuff to get us started. Looks like some metal and maybe some wood. Yeah, so this has just got various pieces of wood, metal. Looks like little like dog tags, but they're fish. Looks like leather. That's kind of cool. And then this is probably a base plate. Yeah, so this is a base plate to hold things. I think you can use this for like pens and whatnot. So that's pretty cool. Let's check chat here really quick. USB key is for safety. Awesome. Security lock has to be plugged in to use. That's great. I did criticize in my review that Xtool didn't include any eye protection. So I can understand why they didn't include eye protection because, well, you shouldn't have to need it if you use it properly. Rightfully so, it should be included. I do agree. But if you use it correctly, this hood should never, ever be up. I was actually just talking to a user of the Xtool, my buddy Chipped Builds, and she was telling me she was using the laser, the blue diode laser or whatever it is, the blue UV laser, because this is a dual laser system. And she accidentally lifted it up just to check it one time, and she got flash burned. So she was not having a good time for that month or so that she had to deal with the flash burn. Live and learn. People do it all the time. All right. So this is all unboxed, ready to go. Looks like we do have some penshing. This is obviously I can speak, I swear. Lubrication stuff for it. So let's check chat over here, make sure we're all good. Okay, live. Enjoyed your talks. All right, thank you. I need to get like a teleprompter or something that I can be right in front here. With the slide option, you can't use the safety shield. Gotcha. Okay. Now, I know I was already looking online. There's several people that have models to help out with certain things that you're doing, if you're doing dog tags and whatnot. So the next thing on the list we're going to unbox is the desktop smoke purifier. So obviously this is a laser, and if you're engraving wood or metal or anything, you don't want to be breathing that stuff in here. I am no shy person to, volatile stuff. I work with resin. I work with printers that have ABS and ASA. So, I mean, I need to have proper filtration in my setup, which I do. But this will help this be more of a by itself, maintained, self-controlled, and not contaminating everything else. So we don't have to worry about that. So again, a box within a box. It looks like here. Oh, no, this one actually isn't a box within a box. I thought it was. They fooled me. Haha, you fooled me. All right, so desktop user manual for the air purifier. Again, it looks like we're using a power brick again. I would assume this would be the same size. 24 volts at 2.5 amps. So half of the amps that it uses for the laser. Let's go ahead and take this out. So we have another box, I'm guessing for parts and anything else that we need to. Probably a replacement filter or filters. Come on, you can do it. All right, so it looks like we do have a filter in here. This is not a great filter. This is just like a HEPA style, I think. I need to cut that. All nice and fancy looking. Now, I do know that they make a even more ridiculous air filtration system, which I would love to get my hands on and take a look. But you know what? Right now, we'll just deal with what they have here. Oops, sorry. All right, so it looks like we do have a filter in here. Why am I taking a look at this? Because if you or anybody else you know that deals with carbon filters, I almost said carbon fiber, carbon filtration systems, you know that 9 times out of 10, they have some sort of seal around them. And that's just to protect them because a lot of the time you have these filters, because they have active carbon charcoal in them, if they spill into any electronics, it's going to be a really bad day for you. So I'm going to double check and make sure that we do have to remove this. I'm almost positive that we do, but I'll double check and make sure. So, all right. So we do have, looks like power cord and maybe a USB. And then we do have some extra tubing as well, which is really cool. And then we do have an adapter here. So we do have extra tubing and extra adapters and everything. So we have a power cord in here. Not really sure why we would need a USB-C unless this plugs directly. Aha! So this is specifically designed for the X1 the Xtool F1. So that other connector that I said was proprietary, it kind of looks like a USB, micro USB, but like the size of a USB-C. So that's what this is. So I'm wondering if we can power this directly in it, or it just needs to be hooked up into here so it creates the whole ecosystem. So essentially, when you turn this on, it'll automatically turn that on. I don't know, or maybe it'll just power it. Who knows? That might be cool if we can get rid of one power supply and just have one huge power supply. I think that would be nice. So let's see. The F1 Ultra is one of my favorite lasers. So price on this bad boy is very, very expensive. So this kit alone is about $1,800. But like I said, you are paying for the size of this and the abilities that it can do. So it is kind of an expensive laser system, but if you know what you're doing and what you're looking for, this will probably be very beneficial for you. So we're going to go ahead and put this in the back here and see how this all goes. So now the other thing is I need to figure out where to put this thing when it's all said and done. So I think this is an extra filter set. So this looks like extra filter pads, maybe. That's what I'm guessing. And yes, I'm sitting down because, you know what, I'm lazy and I just had a lot of food and I feel like, you know, I'm about 1,000 pounds overweight. All right, so let's look at the air filter really quick. I'm just going to go through here, find our English speaking stuff. Okay, so one is to connect that. Okay, so multiple. So it looks like it does need power to plug that in, and then that plugs in. Okay. For connection to Xtool M1. Okay. Did I miss the setup on this? Ah, there it is. So it looks like this is just a filter pack. Let me make sure that everything's good here. Cool. Yeah, so this actually looks like it's all integrated. So we might actually be leaving this all together. So this is actually packed as is from what it looks like. So, and there are replacements for like the essentially the stage one. Um, but this is just a single stage as far as I know. Um, I'll be completely honest, I haven't really looked in to see what stage system this is, but I'm pretty sure it's a stage one filter system. All right. So let's get this back together. That's kind of nifty how everything just kind of come together right now over me. Do 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 do. You got it. You got early morning. Yeah, I'd like to get the Ultra at some point. I think that would be beneficial for what I'm looking to actually do. I did order some coins, thinking that it can actually engrave. So this more or less like so there's a difference between what people think about engraving and what the laser community understands as engraving. So there's a lot of people mistake, as well as myself, the understanding of etching and engraving are two totally different things. And a lot of people get them confused. Well, at least I get them confused. I don't know about you. Um, but yeah, it's very interesting. All right, so let's take all this stuff out. Don't need that. This is the base plate for it. Let's see anything else in here. Keep that just in case. All right. And then we do have a cap on it, looks like. All right. So there is a cap for the laser itself. And yeah, basically it has all of the actions on the side of the machine here. It's got kind of like a quick card, I guess you can kind of call it. Which this is kind of cool because, so like, all right, I do 3D printing, right? Everybody and their brother is etching their own logos into here. Technically, I can try and do that with one of these plates. It probably won't be as good as like a professional laser engraver or anything. But because this has an open base at the bottom here, you can essentially engrave anything you want as long as you have, a placement for it. So that's really, really cool. I dig that. I really enjoy that. So let's see. The F1 has a 10 watt 455 nm diode and a 2 watt IR. Yep. Can actually engrave metal, just not deep. Right. That's what I mean. So I did buy, like I said, I bought some coins. I bought some silver dollars, y'all. So I bought a case of these because one of the things that I wanted to try and engrave right away, if you guys are a big fan of comic book movies, one of my favorite like coins in a comic book movie is from Batman and Robin, specifically the Two-Face coin. And I really, really enjoy that, how that one specifically looks, where it's marked up and everything, and it's got the Liberty head on one side where it's perfectly fine, and then the Liberty head that's got scratches all over it on the other side. So I'd like to try and replicate that, or at least get close to it if I possibly can. If not, we'll create some cool stuff with it regardless. So I mean, we'll figure out what we can actually utilize this stuff for. So I'm going to go ahead and set that plate in there. And I like this hood, like it's very interesting because like you pull it up to a specific point and it just stays there. It doesn't it's not just an up and down action. It's a stay action. It's really, really nice. I dig it. Can you dig it? I can dig it. Can you dig it? All right. So we need to put some power action to this. So let's get our power supplies ready. I probably should have had some power hooked up here already, but silly old me. I got a new desk, if you guys couldn't see, compared to my other videos. You know, I've been using a folding desk for quite some time. All right. We have 2 power supplies on there already. So let's go ahead and get one of these hooked up right now because I don't want to be breathing in some stuff that I shouldn't be. And then go ahead and hook up this other one. All right. For some reason, I thought this was going to be a little bit faster of a setup, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Let's go ahead and get this hooked up really quick. Okay. Okay, so we do have a maximum and a minimum airflow here. Ooh, that output's a good amount. Doesn't really intake that much. It is a tad bit loud. Not terrible. I mean, it might be okay once we start putting the tubing in there. It might be all right. We'll see how it is. Should be okay. All right. So let's go ahead. Grab this. Now, like somebody said, it seems like it's locked up, so we might have to do some computer stuff before we get it running. But we'll see. What's up, Chip Builds? How's it going? Been in and out of the hospital. Sorry to hear, man. Let me just check some chat here, make sure we're all good. Sharks with laser. Is a jet plane taking off in there? It is now. Because we're leaving on a jet plane. I don't know when I'll be back again. But we can basically hook this up really quick. Get this all situated. These slide on all nice and fancy. That's not terrible once you put the hose on it. Did I put this on wrong? No. Not bad. Not bad. It's all right. We'll get some stuff going on here. All right. So let's go ahead and get our ridiculous user manual book open here. English. So yeah, we actually have more than like 5 languages. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 languages in here. That's crazy. Safety first, importante. So it basically goes through, keep combustible materials away. So that means any of my isopropyl alcohol that I have, any of my rubbing alcohol, denatured alcohol, that has to stay far, far away from this stuff. So yeah, it'll be very interesting. Obviously, warning and instructions. This is a laser, so mind your P's and Q's and be very, very safe on this. All right, so we're going to go ahead and plug it in. We already did that. We removed the lens field, all of that. Got that all set up. All right, use software to operate Xtool F1. To download and install, we already did that. So I do have that. I don't know if this is like Wi-Fi enabled or anything like that. I see a USB port on here, but I don't know. It's already got a USB in it. So I just need to see what is going on here. So this, it looks like it is a guide for like the wood planks to kind of center it. Okay, so that's pretty much it. So a total of 9 pages worth of instructions, which, I mean, they're kind of okay instructions. Let's see. So they don't really tell you much about doing everything. You can start your creation after connecting the Xtool F1 to XCS. Okay, so let's go ahead and get that started. You guys aren't going to be able to see that in TikTok land or on Facebook, but you can control it from your phone. Oh, no. And I have both my phones using stuff right now. So we're going to have to put it on this phone for right now. That's fine. Let's see if we could do this. Xtool. Aha! Yes, I removed the emergency stop right away. All right, but I do have the Xtool thing here. So let's see how we go ahead and get this all situated here. Nope, I'm not going to enter in a new thing. That's kind of cool. All right, so we're just going to do next. All right, next. And connect our device. Let's go Wi-Fi maybe? Oh, it'd be nice if I turned it on. That would kind of help, right? All right. I love it. It tells me to get an application, and then it asks me to instantly update it. But hey, what do I know? All right. So does it even tell you, like, you have to connect it via USB? Really? There is no Wi-Fi? So it says Operation Access Control. There's already a USB in there. So I shouldn't have to unlock it. It's already got a USB on it, right? Like, even though they gave me an extra one, the key is already in there. So I don't have to do that. It should already be set up. But really, you have to connect it to your computer the old style way? Yeah, it does help if I turn it on, right? So I just have to initially connect this to the computer, it looks like. So that's perfectly fine because not too far away, I have a USB power. So we can plug it in. Plug it in. Oh no, it's not long enough. No. Technical difficulties. I am a dum-dum. Ooh, I do see the laser. The lasers. By the way, for all you Doctor Evil fans, I found somebody that had like a riser for this that rises it like 165 millimeters. So I am subsequently modifying that file, and essentially I'm adding a shark onto the sides of it, so I can have a shark with freaking laser beams. Okay, so I mean, what is this? USB. There we go. There's the computer. Right, this is USB-C. Hopefully that works. Do I have that connected? Yeah, I should have that connected in. Should be all right. Okay. Let's connect our device. All right. It found. Oh, it found it. It's working. I like to move it. Move it. All right. So we're just going to start it with an example project. Sure, why not? All right. Place a metal business card in the center of the base plate. Do I have a metal business card? I think I do. Let's see what goodies they gave us, huh? So looks like we got a couple business cards here. That's really awesome because I could use to make my own metal business cards. That would be epic considering I'm going to a dental show tomorrow and I definitely need some extra business cards because I'm almost positive I'm running low. These look like magnets maybe or fiberglass. Let's see what these are. Not really sure what these are. These might just be keychains. Leather. Looks like a metal plates. Oh, these are coasters. Ah, I've seen these before. I have a whole set of these things. Aha! Yeah, I have a whole set of these with my logo on it already. And then, like I said, oh, there's some dog bone ones, so we can make the doggos some new nameplates. And then we have some like just test paper. Not exactly sure what paper that is, but something test wise. And then obviously we got wood, bro. Got a couple, probably like what birch wood. I don't know my wood. I just work here. All right, so it says to center this in here. So we're gonna go ahead and lift this up, center it in there. I hope nobody on the stream is messaging me. All right, thank you, Ashley. I'll have to look at that after because, like I said, I'm using my phone for the streaming right now, so we'll have to take a look at it. All right, so we do have that. You guys probably won't be able to see it do its thing, but we'll get it set up here. To be fair, their new DTF printer is super expensive. I knew that launch would be limited. Yeah, I actually saw that right after they reached out to me about this, and I didn't know about the Ultra, that there was a huge difference between it because really I was looking for a fiber laser, and I always say I'm looking for a diode laser, and I always get that wrong, but oh well. It is what it is. I'll deal with it. So, no, cancel. All right, so let's go ahead and framing. So set the processing mode, select your material. Okay, so we got blue light, settings, overview. All right. black metal business card, autofocus. Okay. Click the select mode. We're going to do process on build plate. Okay. Click the selected material, which is a black metal card. Okay, we're going to confirm. Okay, so this is a pretty nice setup here that they have. They basically have you go through a whole process flow, which is really, really self-explanatory. We're going to initialize the laser. Check before autofocus. The laser head is about to be lowered for reset. Please do not place thicker items than 10 centimeters on the floor to avoid damaging the equipment. Okay. Oh. Okay. All right. 0.2 for metal business. All right. And then we're going to click next. Oh, yeah. Here, we'll do one better. I got something. What's up, Filament Stories? This is where you're looking and not the TikTok. I am trying to get back to TikTok. My bad. Done and next. Okay, we're going to do framing. All right, so this basically tells us exactly where we need to have this. So this shows us our frame. So we can line this up and get it right. So I'm definitely going to need to have a framing tool because I am horrible with straight lines. And yeah, that's not something I've ever been good at, no matter what. Like, the whole, measure twice and cut once thing. Yeah, that never even worked for me because I'm special. So, all right. Click preview and process. All right. And then got it. And then we're going to start. Does it like heat up or something? Do I need to press this button in? Oh, hey. That's pretty cool. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. You probably can't, but so it says it's going to take about 44 seconds to etch this. Now, I did hear about this being a little bit slow, but I think that was the older model. This is the newer one. Oh, we're already done. That was quicker than 44 seconds. All right. Congrats, your first work is done. Try more projects. Right now, we're just going to do this one project, but who wants to see the end result here? That's awesome. I can't wait. I'm going to be messing with this thing all the time. All right. So here it is. We'll go from one camera to the next. Yeah, that says laser. Laser God. Uh-oh. What'd we do? What'd we mess with? There we go. I hit a button. I don't know what I did. Laser God. But that's pretty cool, man. Now it's lightly etched. It's just like a dog tag or something like that. Well, not a dog tag, but like a pet tag, where you etch it, right? Like I said, it's not technically engraving it, but it's etching. Now we can, I guess, try and get this a little bit thicker, and try like a deeper mode. Like I said, I do have a coin that I can try and etch in here. We're going to test out and see how deep it can actually laser out. I got to do some video research on how to exactly do that. I know there's tons of people in the chat here right now that can help me out with that, but I didn't want to make this as long as a major video. We're doing pretty good time actually, in terms of unboxing videos. So not too bad. So for someone who has no idea what they're doing with lasers, this is a really, really simple, straightforward setup. I need to figure out how to get this on the Wi-Fi so that way I can have it basically wireless, because I don't want to have it constantly connected to my computer, because it's probably going to end up over in the racks over here, because I probably will be getting rid of some of these printers, and I think that would be a perfect area for this laser to go. Originally, I thought, oh, well, we'll move the chocolate 3D printers away and then set it up over here. That might still happen, but we'll have to see, because this is really what concerns me, is the air filtration system. So we have to look into possibly getting that a little bit better integrated system going. But for the most part, that's pretty simple, straightforward setup. I'll probably do some more content on, the multiple social media channels. But yeah, if you guys got any questions, comments, concerns, go ahead and leave them down below. I did not provide a link on the YouTube that we're currently doing. So I'll get the affiliate link set up on there. So if anybody's interested in it, they can go ahead and click through that. But that's pretty much it, guys. If, like I said, you got any questions about this laser system, let me know. But we're definitely going to be showing off some more stuff. I'll do a couple more later on tonight. Like I said, I really want to figure out how far we can etch things down into, and kind of play around with the settings and everything, and get to understand what we're actually, capable of. So, but that's pretty much it. So I thank you guys all for watching, and don't forget to stay tuned, like and follow, share this out, and we'll see you next time.